I was never into cheerleading. I was too busy coming up with new dance moves to post on my TikTok and YouTube channel. A couple of months later, Amy, Layla, and Jasmine went away for a week to cheerleading camp. But when Amy came back home, something was wrong. She barely looked at me. Every time I tried to talk to her, she'd run the other way until I ambushed her at her locker. Something's up. Why are you acting so strange? Amy pulled me into a corner and whispered, "It's Layla and Jasmine. I'm not sure how to say this, but oh, never mind. It's nothing. I don't want to ruin your friendship. Forget I said anything. Just tell me. No one will ever know we had this conversation. I promise." What Amy said next rocked my world. She told me that Layla and Jasmine thought I was a horrible dancer, the most annoying girl in school, and they were only friends with me because my dad was the mayor. Amy even showed me text messages on her phone of Layla and Jasmine making fun of me. I was so mad I was about to explode. Later, I saw Layla and Jasmine in the cafeteria laughing, and they had the nerve to smile at me like they were my friends. I stormed right up to them. "You backstabbing witches! You think you're so cool, but you're as dumb as a box of rocks. Are you for real? As serious as a math test." They stood up and got in my face. "Okay, loser, you think you're special, but you're just a basic chick. Well, you're both as ugly as a horse's butt, and you smell like porta potties." Jasmine pushed me. I shoved her back. Then I snatched some ice cream off a kid's lunch tray and threw it in their faces, which turned into a huge food fight. I was suspended for a week, but it felt really good to kick those two-faced jerks out of my life. I felt bad about betraying Amy, though, and begged her to forgive me. Eventually, she did, and we got even closer. I even told her about my secret crush, a football player named Mike. "Why don't you tell him how you feel?" "I'm totally not his type." "Of course you are. Let's have a double date." Amy set up the date a couple nights later. I put on my best dress and spent an hour doing my makeup. When I arrived at the restaurant, I had the shock of my life. I saw Amy kissing Mike. My face turned as red as a chili pepper as my heart shattered to pieces. Amy spotted me and walked over. "Hey, you don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?" "How could you do this to me?" "What? I thought you'd be happy." "Why would I be happy? I caught you making out with my secret crush." "Your secret crush is Mike? I thought you said Ike." "I swear, that's what I thought, and I invited him." I turned around and saw Ike, the weirdest kid in school, staring at me. The whole night was a disaster. I had to watch Amy and Mike making out for hours. A few times when Amy and Mike were kissing, I caught Amy glancing at me. Beneath her sweet smile and soft brown eyes was something sinister. I tried to keep my distance from Amy, but she never let me get far. She'd show up in my room late at night. "Are you still mad at me, bestie?" "In the backseat of my car." "I feel like you're avoiding me." She'd ambush me after class. "We're still friends, right?" I couldn't even go to the bathroom without running into her. "Want to hang out after school?" She was totally creeping me out. I hid out in the school library to avoid her, but a few days later, something crazy happened. The principal called me into her office and accused me of cheating. I was horrified. "No, wait, that's not true. I've never cheated in my life." Then Amy walked in with tears in her eyes. Dad was right behind her. "I'm sorry, Becca. I couldn't keep lying for you. I had to come clean. I told the principal how you've been forcing me to do your homework and helping you during tests for months."
Shame on you, Becca! I can't believe you'd do something like this!
"I'm innocent, Dad. You have to believe me. Amy's a liar." "She's scaring me, sir. The last time she was this angry, she hit me." Dad gave me the saddest look. I couldn't believe he was falling for Amy's lies.
I am so disappointed in you, Becca.
I'd had enough. I jumped out of my seat and charged toward Amy. She ran around the room screaming for help. Dad and the principal had to pull us apart. After that, Dad sent me away for a month of therapy. When I got back, things took a horrible turn. Dad announced that he and Amy's mom were getting married. After the wedding, Dad showered Amy with gifts and attention. He invited Amy and her mom to all his political events and left me at home. It was the worst. Amy stole all my friends, my secret crush, and my dad in a matter of months. I was so mad I wanted to scream.